As you know by now, Brendan Schaub is probably one of the greatest success stories of all time. Well, according to him, of course. Because the dude could flip his truck and still get invited to race a Class 1 vehicle. But he doesn't stop there. Papa has to bask in the glory that he is better than everybody else from day one. That no matter what he does, he is a professional, above the rest. All those that trained hard, not with Brendan. Brendan doesn't need any training. He's just perfect. Everything he touches turns to gold. I mean, look at his professional stand-up comedy career. It was brilliant. Not to mention his adventures in fish, dog training, reptiles, and such. He's done it all. But in this video clip, because he flipped his truck so infamously, Papa doesn't get shunned to the side. No. He actually gets invited to race a Class 1 vehicle. Let's check out his explanation on this. Here it is.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, last time you saw me, I flipped my TRX. Oh no! It was terrible. One of the worst moments of my life. But something good did come out of this whole mess. My boy Matt Martelli called, who owns the Mint 400 and has an extensive background in off-road racing. Goes, dude, you're building some crazy vehicles, a lot of horsepower, and you need to learn how to properly drive these things so you don't get hurt and so you can have some fun. I went, let's do it. Show me the ways. I went, what do I do? He goes, well, we're going to connect you with some of the best off-road racers in the world, and you should probably compete in the Mint 400. I said, say less. Next thing you know, I get flown to Arizona. I linked up with the Rigid Race team, and they put me in a Class 1 car. These things are fast, these things are wild. It was so much fun. So I'm telling my buddies, they saw me post all the cool highlights in Arizona, me doing my thing, you know. And BJ Baldwin, Ryan at Kibby Tech, everyone's like, dude, Class 1's wild. You're first racing me in a Class 1 vehicle? And I was like, this is what everybody does, right? He's like, no, dude, that's insane. And BJ was like, dude, it took me years before I got a Class 1. I was like, I'll figure it out. But being in that Class 1 car, it was so much fun. I thought that's what you did. So much horsepower, so fast. The suspension's unreal. You're clearing rocks and mountains you didn't even think was possible. I thought that was just what everyone did. So fast forward, a few months goes by, your boy's putting in the training, putting the time, getting used to the vehicle. I cannot wait. I arrive in Vegas, and I find out that the Rigid vehicle is having massive issues and it's not going to be ready to race. And this happens. So this is nothing new to them. It's devastating to me. So I was like, all right, what do we do now, man? I'm dying inside. I'm like, what? I've wasted my time. I've wasted my team's time. My manager, my brother's here. He was all excited. He's been training with me. I was like, the trip's ruined. So your boy's feeling down. I don't have a car, but put in all this work. And then who do I run into? My friend for 15 years, the great Donald Cowboy Cerrone. He goes, I got this Volkswagen Bug, dude. I've raced it before. It's fun. He goes, it's gonna be tough. You know, it's a stick shift. You're gonna see every bump, every rock. It's gonna take a lot more brains and brawn and power to finesse this thing to get this through the track, through this entire Mint 400. The guys were like, man, if you can get through the Mint 400 and Volkswagen Bug, you can do this, my man. I said, let's do it. Next thing you know, I'm signed up for the Mint 400.
No lav mic, no boom mic, no regular podcasting microphone to talk into. It's a thick boy production for sure. Also, Brendan went extra heavy in the lip fillers today because he can't talk. Talking about sausage lips, B. I guess he's too busy setting up both of those sweet camera angles to switch between for no reason. I mean, holy hell, they're switching angle mid-word. I'm no videographer, but that doesn't look right. You ever thought someone who's talking directly at you looks from their side profile? Wait, no longer, Bubba. Say less. You know, I'm starting to think that Brendan flipped his truck on purpose. That's how bad he is down, but somehow is making money. I don't get it. I don't think Schaub's ego would let him do that on purpose, though. But I do totally believe he was counting on the video going viral and boosting his views. Just like how he thought Gringo Poppy would launch him to a new level in stand-up comedy. he thought this stunt would as well. Because I originally thought that Brendan did it on purpose by flipping over his truck because he made no effort whatsoever to counter steer, which is pretty much how you control a skid drift. Then I remembered it's Brendan Schaub and he's redacted. I accept it was just poor skills and redactedness. So let me get this straight. Schaub is such a gearhead, but didn't even know what a Class 1 vehicle was? Papa's story is so incredibly stupid, it's hard to listen to. I just thought that's what everyone did, despite everyone he talked to saying otherwise. Again, say less. And wasn't Brendan's training just 2 weekends in Arizona? Yet he was ready to race a Class 1? Never mind the actual rigid driver who confirmed he was only supposed to be a passenger anyway. This explains why Papa just goes. Schaub's got that verbal diarrhea. It's unreal. Brendan's a really bad storyteller for someone who claims to be the best storyteller of all time. It has to be that everyone is trolling him, right? Brendan effing up gets plenty of views. I think it's more of a Make-A-Wish type scenario. And Cowboy Cerrone was absolutely trolling Brendan Schaub in all the clips I've seen. But his ego is so grossly inflated by his narcissism that he truly does live in a world of ignorance. Schaub is actually trying to spin the narrative that it is somehow more impressive, takes more skill along with strength and brain power to pilot that 20 miles per hour VW Bug than one of the Class 1 cars. Look, I'm no gearhead, but that don't make sense to me, B. And on the outside shot of Brendan rolling his truck, you can see the lines in the sand from where he started. He literally went 10 feet, turned to the left, and rolled it. It's hilarious. That's why they didn't release the full footage for that exact same reason. Come on, there's gotta be a way of getting that footage. Can we FOIA it or something? We can only dream. Someone's gotta convince Chin to become a turncoat, just like BGL Mark Harley the Rat. And oh, before I forget, Brendan forgot to mention that Rigid built that custom truck for him. It's strange how he's calling it a vehicle and car now. There's no way that they would send him out to his death in a Class 1 truck. Schaub has the strangest speech impediment I've ever heard. We all know he adds the letter L to words when it shouldn't be there, like podcast, dog, etc. But Papa also doesn't pronounce the L in words when he should. For example, Volkswagen, he says Volkswagen. No Volkswagen, Volkswagen. It's so bizarre. When he wants a beer, he calls it a bear. When he talks about being on air, he says on ear. And when he mentions it's been 10 years, he says 10 years. Are you noticing a pattern? And I'm just wondering, is there no footage of the flip of the truck from the outside 5 seconds before the flip? Seems like Papa just doesn't want anyone to see how slow he was going. Just looking at the tire tracks, it looks like Brendan made one left-hand turn, came to a stop, then was trying to start a donut when he flipped. The full video is probably 10 seconds and super embarrassing that he immediately wrecked it the first time taking it out. This redact had a crash at 10 miles per hour with no other cars involved. How does Schaub keep managing to out-stupid himself? Anyhow, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below because that's what truly matters, even though we don't matter. But hey guys, do me a huge favor, hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. Truly appreciate that. And don't forget to push the notification bell so you know when new videos come out. Thank you so much for watching all the videos. I do appreciate it. There are playlists that you can go through, so go ahead and check it out. But I'll see all of you in the next video.
Like, but the Balenciaga one, Jesus Christ.